Greetings there, fellow zombie survivors. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Nomad, episode 15, Hunting Zulu. The trunk on this thing is 65, so it is better. So I'm gonna drive my Jeep up and ask you again, should I trunk swap? Or rather, should I part swap? Should it take time to part swap? Would you rather me head to the outpost, or would you rather me maintain my Jeep? Oh, also my door is not doing awesome. Because the zombies had pounded on it. Thank you, zombies. For being reliably terrible. Alright, those two tires need to get pumped up, though. With the tire pump. And inflated. It also looks like, yes, the yays are going to have it here. By a lot. My other two tires are pretty well pumped, so I don't need to worry about that. There are some zombies around, I gotta be careful of them. Okay. So let's see. 89 trunk. With something in it. Let's figure out what the worst windshield is, so I can smash 67. Yeah, that's not great. So I'll smash that one to get in. So there was a lot of YouTube comments that thought it was funny that I had to smash Windows to uninstall Windows. The way the game works is unless you own the keys or have the car hotwired, there's a lot of parts that you can't uninstall. So it requires you to own the car for you to be able to do stuff like switching up a lot of the parts. So tires you can grab, but most other parts you can't. Does the tuned bumper help tire damage? No. You would need tire protection for that. So this windshield is awesome condition. So I'll take that next. Perfect. 97 up from 40. The driver's seat is 99%. That's pretty awesome. That's a weird thing to take, but you guys voted for me to switch parts, so I will spend the time. You know, if I'm going to be sitting in it a long time, might as well have it be glorious. Alright, taking a look at the Jeep here. What sucks? We have a bad trunk lid, but that's mostly like a metal smithing. The taillights could be better. The rear tires could be better. The bumper's been worn down, but obviously I'm not going to have a replacement for that. Gas tank is 30 gallons. And let's see, the gas tank on here is 96 at 57 gallons. Unfortunately, it needs to be empty. That is a lot of work. The rear tires are in better condition on this car than my other one, though. So I could switch those tires around. The brakes, I wouldn't say, are not in amazing condition, but there is two suspensions that are in the 90s, so I'm going to probably grab the suspensions as well. I'm also going to grab the headlights for the taillights for the other car. And then I also want to replace the door, because the driver's side door of this vehicle could be better. Yeah, essentially take everything over 90, as Nako said in comment. And then also just look to see if there's any specific parts on this Jeep that are particularly bad that I could swap for. But the Jeep's up to 55%, so it's already up 2% higher than it was last. All right, this trunk lid is 72. It's better. I don't believe you can take trunks out, though. Trunks are a repair only, not a replace. Oh, I need to, so for me to switch the trunk lids, I also need to take off the spare tire. That's annoying. I mean, that totally makes sense. That's more legit than I thought. So let's take that spare wheel, and that's going to require a lug wrench. And the window and door are messed up. So I'll take those out too. Front window, front door. Rear windshield needs to be installed for that? Oh man, there's a lot of disassembly for that trunk lid part. There we go. From 45 to 72. Cool. Now the other tires are going to come off too, the rears of the Jeep, because they're not great. So then these rear tires are only slightly better, but they're better enough to warrant the swap. And then I'm also going to grab the good suspensions here, because there's some suspensions and brake pads that are in really good quality. So here's a 98% suspension and a 90% suspension, which I can throw in the rear of my car. So these tires I'm going to set aside so I can do the suspensions. So for this car, the suspensions that suck the most, let's see. Front right is actually the worst. So scratch that. I'm only going to replace the front right suspension with the 98er. So front right wheel has to come off for that. And also the front right brake is not good either. So I'll take off the brake pad too and strip a brake from the other car. In 82. And then I still need the doors too. Front window. And door. Alright, let's get this back together. The window I'm putting on isn't great, but it's better than what was there. And then stick the rear 2 tires on. Make sure all the tires are inflated, and we are good to go. A huge part swap. It's also becoming daytime, so I gotta be careful of the zombies that are around, because in about 2.5 hours in-game, they're gonna be fully hostile. So we're up to 56% from 53 or 57%. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely some gains there. Is there anything else? There is the heater. I took engine parts. Where's my engine? Cool. And I tuned up the engine a little bit too. I missed the trunk window? I don't believe I did. Lug wrench. Okay, we are good. My character's getting a little tired. I want to try to find some shelter. So I'm gonna smoke and get on out of here. Maybe eat some chips. Let's see if I can't find a place to rest up this way. Car's looking much nicer. Much, much nicer. So if you're wondering, I'm on the road towards Rosewood. I don't believe that there's really almost any points of interest between where I am now and Rosewood. If you're wondering what my settings are, everything's in... Look at the title of the stream. Everything is in the commands. So, ! details will give you a ton of details about that. And then ! mods gives you the mod list. And ! rules gives you the rules and goals. So if you take a look at the goals here, as you can see, my scout vehicle's at 57%. So that's a bit of an improvement. And I'm just looking for a section of this highway that looks empty enough that I'd feel safe sleeping. Or to get all the way to Zulu. I could actually push it. Try to take some vitamins and get all the way to Zulu. That's not entirely a terrible idea, because I know Zulu's going to be probably a good place to sleep. Unless it's overrun. So I'm taking some vitamins to fight the sleepies now. It's going to be pretty chaotic weather coming up, looks like. I've got about 50 minutes in game until it's horde time. And all this whole vitamin bottle's gone. Luckily I have others. Alright, no issues detected with the emergency broadcast system, and then there was no warnings that I saw of oncoming choppers or anything like that. So we are now entering Rosewood proper, and I'm going to drive through and head west because the weather station is somewhere west-southwest, something like that of Rosewood. And I don't want to be in a big city for daytime horde mechanics. Yeah, my peak population is rather high for sprinters, so I gotta be very careful, as you've discovered. So this is Rosewood proper, and it is not empty. "20 minutes until they become enraged." And I am now West Rosewood. So I really should be looking for a road that heads south or left, because that's likely the one that takes me to Zulu. Also looks a little empty right now, so I'm going to consult the map. So that would be the registry. So this is the intersection I just passed, and I'm looking for this road here, I think. So if we take a look at the registry versus the map, this is probably the intersection. And you guys wanted me to hit red, but I'm gonna hitting red is essentially go to my first left. Oops, wrong one. So yeah, this is that vertical intersection, and then it looks like the first left here. That's what I'm looking for. Just in case I have to fight, I'm going to prep my beta blockers as well. So I have one big bottle of beta blockers and vitamins. The roads look pretty empty here if I do have to sleep. I feel like I'm pretty far outside of Rosewood now. I'm not seeing a left. Oh, here we go, left road. Fingers crossed. The vitamins that I took to cure my drowsiness are a very temporary measure. So my tiredness is going to come back soon. I do have coffee in my backpack in case I need to have a very quick pick-me-up. Speaking of which. Alright, looking at the map again. So it should be taking a left. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm on the right path here. This is matching up with the registry. Unfortunately, this road is starting to get overgrown. Ugh. Yep. Those mini trees are hard to avoid. Oh, man. You guys want me to live down here? Oh, man. I'm gonna have to bushwhack. I might even have to park and walk, because it's not looking like the road exists anymore. Hey, buddy. I'm driving with my non-dominant hand on overrun roads. It's not a good combo. I could scavenge for materials to build like a little hand axe, yeah. So that would be a stone axe for chipstone and a tree branch. At the moment, I'm just scouting for where Zulu is. So I don't want to be clearing these roads, because if I'm on the wrong road, I don't want to spend the energy to clear this road out only for it to not be where the weather station is. So once I find the weather station, I'm going to put up another poll on whether or not I actually settle there, and if so, I will work to clear these roads out. But if you think that the roads are too overrun, you can always veto and decide for me to make base camp at a different weather station. Like, for instance, Maldra, which already is somewhat secured. Be up to you guys. I do feel like I'm in the right vicinity, though. If you take a look... I keep reading the wrong thing. If you take a look at the registry, where Zulu says it's over here, versus where I am definitely in the right vicinity. So I do think it's somewhere in here. Down here. And yes, this is the way to the military base. I know. So there's a secret military base west of Rosewood. And I think that Station Zulu, the weather station Zulu, is part of the military base. I also hear zombies. Got some company. And getting drowsy. The trouble is, as I continue driving, I'm driving towards the military base, which is a somewhat of a high population... Ooh, the road forks. The military base is somewhat of a high population area. And there's also the Rosewood prison, which is down this way too. Alright, so there's a fork in the road. I don't know which way to go. I'm gonna ask you guys. So I could either head to the southeast or southwest. What do you guys think? Jess, thanks for the sub. Welcome. You guys are thinking southwest. Okay. That's what's winning so far, so I'll turn around. God, these trees are terrible. I think driving into them at low speed doesn't do a lot of damage to the car, but... what is a bush and what is a tree isn't always all that obvious at a quick glance, which makes navigating this quote-unquote road horrible. My other huge worry right now is that I get closer and closer to the military base, and these zombies, I get swarmed by zombies, and it's... and because of how terrible these road conditions are, I get overrun. So, should I wait for darkness to proceed? Yes or no? Do you think I should keep going despite the imminent threat, or wait for it to be a little safer? For when zombies are slower and I might actually be able to fight them off. How's the car doing? Still pretty good. Lost maybe 1%. And it was on driver's side door and window that got beat up a little bit. Overwhelmingly, yeah, people want me to play it safe. I think another thing I ought to do is... I think another big thing to play it safe is to ditch this water dispenser. It pains me a little bit to ditch it, but I need 2 empty doors. So I'm going to top up my cooking pots here on the water dispenser and just leave the water dispenser there. That way, if my driver's side door gets swarmed, I can always switch doors to the passenger door and jump out. But if I fill all of the seats, I have no exit other than the door I'm at. Which is a little dangerous. So everything in the front right seat is going to go to the... Oh, not in the driver's seat. What the heck? I didn't realize what seat I came in on. I can always pick it up later, exactly. I also think it's very likely that I find things in the, at the military base that I want to keep, but I really don't have the capacity to keep very much. However, if I'm going to live around Zulu, that's kind of moot, because if I'm living around here, then I don't, you know, it's not much of a threat of me to leave stuff behind, because I'm moving in. Alright, you say front right seat is cleared. And you guys think I should wait for darkness. Just want the latest weather report. Cloudy. Not bad. And broadcast integrity is probably fine because I just repaired it. Yep. Loot runner heading out. Is that a scavenge chopper? I don't know what that is. But okay, interesting. So there's a scavenging chopper heading out. I don't know if that's a threat to me. Guess I'll find out. 6 p.m., 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. I am well rested. But it's still not dark enough to proceed, so let's finish up this book. Done. Oh, that is loud. All right. Let's go find Zulu. Oh, okay, there's a chopper. This also looks entirely impassable. So I don't have much of a choice but to scavenge and forage for things in order to cut down some of those trees. So let's search for wood. There's also like a bit of a path here. I could go on foot too. There's no saying that I need to drive there. I just feel safer driving, of course. But yeah, let's go on foot. Through the cover of the storm. Because maybe Zulu is just right up ahead and not all the way by the military base. Mark the car on the map. Oh, I don't need to. I know where it is. It's on the road. On my way back. Forging leveled up. Alright, this forks again. I'm going to take the south. Just going to make that decision now. Alright, I'm going to say no search focus anymore. Just find what we could find. Because of the weather and darkness, I'm not finding very much. No firewood in this forest, I know, right? I'm getting an... Oh. We've got wild garlic. Not bad. My foraging XP is going crazy. Foraging is actually very fast to level up normally. Plus, I had read a book. Plus, I have the boosted XP. So the amount of experience that I'm getting for it is, like, absurd. So that road seems to dead end, and I don't see a structure here. So I'm going to head back and go more towards the military base. Also, the weather's not looking as bad now. It's less foggy. So my clothing effect is lowering it. I think that's the safety goggles. Let me unequip those. Yeah, the safety goggles were hurting my forging. Hopefully I find a Zed with a axe embedded. Would be nice. I probably shouldn't be sprinting. Oh, yeah, now my foraging is terrible. It's like minus 70%. You guys really had to vote for Zulu, didn't you? Hang on, I'm re-upping my coffee here. Oh, man. This is brutal. This is brutal. I'm headed into a highly populated secret military base armed with a crowbar in the cover of darkness with very little supplies. Do I have that about right? On a road system that is completely overrun and near impassable. And if daylight comes, I get murdered by swarms of bloodthirsty, flesh-eating zombies. I think that covers it. Hey, buddy. I'm definitely not lost. I just don't know where I'm going. The two are kind of different, semantically. Alright, my weight is 83 in climbing. Let's go back to search mode. Oh man, that's terrible. Never mind. No search mode. Search mode's scary at night. Did you see my vision? I'll do it again. Now I'm searching. Oh, am I gonna find a twin? Oh, there we go. It paid off. And then I need denim strips. So the next zombie I kill, I'll cut its clothing and I can make a crummy axe. Zulu is a myth. Troll me? I think Zulu is actually just attached to the military base. That would be my guess now. Oh, here we go. Axe time. Alright, I got a stone axe. I need to cut my, You read I don't want spoilers. As I've asked not to have it spoiled multiple times. Go Neolithic. That's what I'm doing. Got my Neolithic axe now. The increased pop of zombies indicates to me that I'm getting closer to a point of interest. Because I have urban-focused zombies, which means that they're not evenly distributed around. There are more zombies around buildings and cities than there are in the woods. I'm going to take the fork back here that I had skipped. And go this way. Boost a long blunt's kind of nice. I've been really leveling that long blunt up. I wonder what the axe counts as. One-handed blunt? One-handed sharp? Something in between? Oh man, I can't imagine running into like a bear or something out here in the woods. That would be super scary. Okay, there you are. Zulu, where are you? Animals are coming soon, yeah, they're in one of the next updates. Getting kind of hungry. How much am I ahead of YouTube? I'm never ahead of YouTube, ever. Diatom. I air 100% of a stream before the next stream airs. That is a rule that I follow hard, fast, and never ever do I fail at that. We actually see an in-game Yoda? I have no idea. Yeah, there's a 50-50 that I've walked the wrong fork. Right? It had forked. I took left. How about, should I turn around? Yes or no? And while you guys vote on this, I'm going to run to the bathroom. Okay. Yes. The answer is yes. What could go wrong sprinting through the forest? What could go wrong? Cheers. Samurai Wolf, thanks for the follow, by the way. Welcome, bud. Might as well level up my sprinting. Oh, good. Yeah, wearing myself out in the middle of the woods. I still have a decent amount of time until the zombies become scary fast. Yeah, you can see I'm mildly exerted here. I'm hoping once I kill the last zombie that's here, I'll be able to rest a minute. Does attach weapons on spear lose condition? I believe it does, yeah. I don't generally attach weapons to my spears, though. So I'm not the right person to ask. It's not my, my weapon of preference. Oh. Well, hello there. That is a completely undamaged bulletproof vest. So if you take a look at my protection stats, my upper body is scratch-proof. At least for the first scratch until it's damaged. Because my last bulletproof vest was, had been damaged. Nice. Alright, I'm just sitting here on the ground trying to recover a little bit of, stamina before venturing on the other path that you have me going down. Guess while I sit here, I can transcribe my little journal. Oh, I guess you can't transcribe and sit at the same time. Or it's just an animation bug, because then I had to get back up. Alright, where are you? I hear you. One important thing is I want to try to kill as many zombies as I can as I venture through this forest, because then if I have to double back to my Jeep, these zombies are a lot faster when the sun's up. And I don't want sprinters on my tail when the sun comes up, so I got to be really careful about that. I don't want to be far enough away from my Jeep that I'm, like, stranded. And there. For all of you that wanted me to make a note of where the Jeep is, it's noted now. As a boat. There isn't actually a car icon without mods. I think he has a hunter's knife in him. Yep. I must be getting somewhere important because there's a lot of zombies here. For, you know, the woods. Way too many zombies for just random woods. So yeah, maybe the weather station is up this way. Really? A wall of trees? Here we are, Zulu. Nice! In the middle of nowhere. God, am I ever in the middle of nowhere. Alright, let's take a look at the map here. Blue sun. There we go. So question. Should I make an outpost at Zulu? Yes or no, consider a different station. So an outpost, let me explain what this what you're actually voting on. It's where I am typically going to sleep at night, where I'm going to drag my trailers, I'm going to park my truck. It's sort of, yeah, where I rest at night between scouting missions and scavenging missions and all that. So, do you think this should be my outpost base of operations, or should it be somewhere else? But knowing where Zulu is very helpful, because if Outpost Zulu goes down. Now I know exactly where I need to go in order to get Zulu's weather station back online. Also, let's wear aviators now. Came all the way out this way. Might as well wear the cool glasses. So Zulu does look like a militarized weather station. Has like a checkpoint and all that. That's cool. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Nomad, which originally streamed live on Twitch July 19th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rottamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rottamont.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell and stay safe out there, fellow zombie survivors.